evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? And welcome to the show, The Matrix.
What? 6 out of
Learning,
10.
Leering Center. 6 out of 10. Why? What did you look like?
I'm not feeling it.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Like,
where it's like, yeah.
I mean, you're in the dark. We've got the light, and you're suddenly going.
I wish I had such small screens that my screens didn't make so much light. Because even if I switch off my lights, I've still got so much big screens.
You're on screen real estate.
It's I just wish I could also make it like dark, but I can't. I know I have a white hoodie on, but I mean,
I don't know what to do. This fucking Ferrari and Lamborghini and this mansion.
No, man, I missed the other one, but I'm just teasing.
Well, we just we mix it up here. We mix it up. The great hard. Yeah.
But that is a cool tune. That tune will always make me think of you.
Aww.
You like the smell of rain and freshly baked bread, and then the great heart. All those things. Just
Thank you, Donkey Whistler. It's beautiful,
guys. What?
Beautiful.
Get my tongue out of your ass.
Pull your tongue out of my arsehole, Gary.
Hello, chat. How
I'll
is
find out something that makes me think of you as well, Duff.
Yeah.
We'll
No,
don't.
Please don't. Leave me out of it.
You think of stuff. What is that? A cool drink or a brandy or what? What's going on there?
Ek hoop is 'n brandewyntjie.
What? Looks like a brandy. Groot mens brandy.
Yeah. I have a brandy glass, like, my Buffelsfontein glass, but yeah, there's no brandy in here tonight.
Yeah, mine. I've got no brandy in there either.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see quickly who's here this fine evening. Sorry, my laptop's doing the weirdest thing. Every time I move it to this area, it doesn't want to connect to the internet. It's just being like terrible. This is now a new thing. Anyway, who do we have here this awesome evening? We got Malice Meg in the house. Oh, Philip just dropped 5 gifted. Thank you, Philip. Much appreciated, kind sir. We got Malice Phillips in the house. We'll see here. 144 is here. Andreas, Osborne, Gavin Coomer. Scary, how's it, Scary? Listen, please go pop into our Discord. Go check out what Scary posted there. It was about a little earlier this afternoon. Yeah, guys, please do go show some support if you guys can. We also have Dylan Cornbrick is here. Who else? That's it. Scary. Philip the Darth Shaun's here on our Twitch. Thank you, Darth. And we got Kif Vibes on the kick. Nice. And Chantalu is also here. Heidi Kruger's in the house. Hello, Heidi. Good to see you. Debbie Young is also here. And AJM, of course. How's it, AJM? And George. Good to see everyone. Melissa Hartlaff as well. Yeah. Rad. Guys, welcome to the evening. This is our Matrix training where we chat to Whistler, who's an expert in things. And they know what they say, trust the experts. We do. We trust Whistler with things. That's why we bring him on. We bring him on to talk to him about stuff. Of course.
See, I'm a Gen Z. Gen Z is not... Am I a Gen Z? What am I? Am I a Gen Z?
Oh, you're not a... Sean Robbins is here as well. Hello. And Just Smile. And Draatman. No, you're millennial. We're basically on the cusp. If we were a year earlier, we would be. Yeah, 1 year we would have been Gen X.
Gen X. No. Gen X. Okay, 65 to 81. Yeah. Okay. 65 to 81.
You can't be a Gen X, all right? You're millennials. There's no such thing. I'm on the verge of Gen X. You're a millennial, all right? Just accept it.
I'm accepting it.
I don't want to be a millennial. What's a millennial? Is that not Gen Z?
Hello there.
Gen Y.
Gen Z.
Gen Y. Gen Y is millennials, isn't it?
I think so.
Anyway. I'm not of whatever we want to call these things where they do the, like, how do you, like,
what's that new one I saw? This one.
No, that's a hug. or claps. That's clapping.
No,
That's
no, it's
Oh, that's
it's
that's
new, but no. To us, it's clapped. This is the new because it's shape of a heart.
how's it the shape of? Oh, like the actual
don't know.
physical heart.
No, man,
Yeah.
it's shaped like a heart.
I think you need to get a gen
Alright.
something on you that can explain that.
Yeah,
to
explain
us.
these things to
I
us
am
because
just
I
pointing
don't.
it out. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that's what it is. That's what they say it is.
Scary goes, you're a boomer.
Hey, listen, talking about booming. So we've spoken about vibe coding, right?
Yes.
Vibe coding is when you use AI to code and whatever.
Yeah.
And then somebody came up with the term boomer coding. And boomer coding is how we used to code before vibe coding.
has become a
It's
member _ Joe.
Like the original way of coding, traditional coding. But they call it boomer coding now.
Oh my
Boomer
god, guys!
coding.
Yes,
What-
it's
what-
the Asian heart. Fuck, get over it.
But what is
it?
boomer coding? Is that explaining to a boomer how to use the internet?
No, boomer coding is just how we coded before AI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be like, listen, turn it on, turn it off. That's called boomer coding.
No.
that's not- okay.
Boomer coding is like just before AI,
All right, I get you.
type of thing. Yeah.
And we've got Reese in the house. Hello, Reese. Hoe gaan het? Are you good, Reese?
So, Reese, any opportunity to correct me, huh? God.
You know
Metos,
why,
ja,
right?
metos,
Because
metos.
we spoke foul about Mork
It is a funny story, though.
briefly.
When did you
Yeah.
speak foul of me? This is uncalled
Doesn't
for.
matter. Doesn't
See,
matter.
this is a real man
You would not have
say
known
it.
if we
it
hadn't
to his-
mentioned it. So
say
your
it to his
feelings
face.
can't be hurt.
I know. My feelings can't get it. Say it to my face.
His feelings can't get hurt. I've seen him see these feelings hurting a lot.
Start
Seen
on.
it.
I dropped a link in your Discord about real hacker news. Oh, okay. Real hacker news.
Real
Look
hacker
at this-
news. I'd left the Mork
Oh.
Rock Discord. Let me just go back to it.
I hacked this popular router. What I found should be illegal. What router? That router looks like.
Fuck. Seriously, Reese, you gotta send me the definition in WhatsApp.
Of what?
Is it not a? I've already agreed to you. I've already
What is
said
it?
yes. It's the Asian thing. You went out your way to go find it and post it to me.
To show
Serious?
you.
Fuck.
Face on Reese.
I do
say
like
from.
that though. The fact that you go that extra mile. I love that about you.
No, it's interesting. I'm checking it out here. I mean, I don't want to play a whole video on the show.
No, but we can do a quick TLDR on it. I want to sneeze now.
Sneeze, go for it. But I mean, what is it? What were we going to talk about? We're going to talk about some. I wanted to. The one thing I did, I think we mentioned it somewhere on Saturday or last week, Thursday. Like the one thing I know is annoying. I brought up the whole concept of hard drives, and the one thing I want to know is like, because I mean, I said I just recently bought a new hard drive for my PlayStation's installation, and it was like, bro, it's double the price I paid a year ago, and this is not even SSD. This is just normal hard drives. So obviously, this is just market related. Obviously, the pricing of RAM and hard drives, SSD
How do you
drives
know
are
it's
going
not
up.
an SSD though? When you
No, it's not.
You buy a
It's
mechanical drive.
Yeah, I bought a mechanical. No, because I wanted something cheap. What I had a 2.5 Western Digital external drive that just plugs into USB, and I use it to install my PS4 games. Nothing major. It's just like it's a store. It's just you install them there and they load. I mean, it's still PlayStation 5. It loads fine. That no issue. And then the hard drive was bugging out because I've had it for 4 years, and popped it into the computer. Bad sectors and clack, and so I was like, ordered a new one, but I was going like, bro, the drive, I bought the drive for $900 in 2022, and it's like anything the closest to 3 terabyte is a 4 terabyte or 2, but they're like what, like $2 grand, and I'm going like, that's insanity. Yes,
Yeah.
Read that?
You know, some
Yes, that's
people
whistler.
sneezes, right?
Ek het dit van onder af gehoor. Hoe the fuck sneeze jy so loud?
You know, some people does that like a girly sneeze, like a issue,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't, dude. I let it out.
I just let it
like,
out. I love
make sure I put my
I
hand
think
through my
it
nose,
clears
my
the
mouth. I don't
sinuses, right?
sneeze openly, but I mean,
But it clears the passageway, and I think that's what happens. It's like you like there's a thing. Your passages are blocked up. You got to let it out.
My favorite thing to do is to try and hold it in, because my goal is to see if I can rupture like a blood vessel in my brain. So it'll be
Why?
something like me going.
I mean, I guess some
Because
people
think
I know
about it.
take like a
People are gonna
sleeping-
find you and go, "What the fuck happened?" Because
The
I'm gonna be like,
Kurt Cobain sneeze.
blood's gonna start like dripping. What the? And then it's a conspiracy.
You know what you should do?
Okay.
Take a sleeping pill and a stay awake pill at the same time, and then see which one wins.
See
That's
which one.
way
Let them
more
fight it
fun.
out.
Yeah. See, like if it's Pfizer or somebody else is winning, right?
I used to
mean,
do
you
that
just-
with like I would smoke a joint and have like 3-4 Red Bulls at the same time and see which one wins.
Which
So the
one
one
won?
year, like long time ago, when Play Energy Drink was still a thing, one
Mhm.
New Year's, we all had Play and vodka. By all, I mean specifically me and Reese's dad, right? And we had like a lot, dude, like 20 of this stuff, because it just does nothing to you. You don't get drunk, but yeah. Then like the place where we were at, like a whole family drama vibe broke out. Not our family, like another family, and people wanted to murder each other and whatever. And they were like, okay, no, this is it. This is it. Let's go home, right? So we get home at like 2 a.m. Everybody is asleep. It's New Year's Day. Me and a dad sitting in the lounge. We are so awake, but we're also so tired. Now we're sitting watching TV, like channel hopping, DSTV, whatever, dude. We can't sleep. We're like buzzing. So, yeah, I mean, been there.
No,
I have been there before, yeah.
Been there. So, Mork, you were talking about we can swing to Drautmann's thing. We were talking about the RAM prices and SSD prices and whatever. I shared with you 2 images. I DM'd them to you. Bring them up both, or bring up one after the other. Actually, let me send you a screenshot with both on the same screenshot. That's probably better.
No problem.
That's probably better. I kind of like what I want to illustrate there is just how big this problem is now that's happened, right? Come on. Copy.
AJM says,
Second one.
I once dropped the devil's dandruff and down 2 Red Bulls and put my watch's heart rate monitor.
I wanted to go really fast.
Record your experience.
Yeah.
With our smartwatches and stuff, right? The other day at work, we had a work thing and I got upset with somebody, right? I got so upset, my watch told me to calm down. Like my watch is telling me, like your heart rate is, like your
I've got
fingers
a
in the
question.
room.
I had one of those watches that tells like your heart rate, and then it made the sound. But I realized every time I heard the sound, it would increase. And then my heart rate, because it gave me anxiety, listening to it the whole time made it worse for me. I don't know if you've experienced that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
like,
so.
you've got the
what's
beeping.
happening.
Yeah, so
I
like
was
for
saying-
example, if your heart rate starts rising, it beeps, you know, it like, and then. But because I've got what's that thing called where it's too much sounds, sensory overload.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
things start freaking me out.
Hypersensory,
Yeah. So it's obviously over the years it's gotten much worse now. Like now, if someone sends me and you know who you are, if you send me like messages and you don't put it all in one sentence and you send it right after each other, like, you know, listen,
Freaks you
I'm
out.
going to. I feel like I start stressing out. And I noticed with that watch, it made the situation so much worse for me because I would hear it and I would tense up, my heart rate goes up, then there's more sounds, and it would freak me out more. But saying that out loud just made me realize how fucked up I am. Anyway, carry on.
Well, no, I guess, I, I guess if you know why your heart rate's going up, it's one thing though. Like for me at work, this was a particularly stressful situation. Like I had a bit of a powwow with somebody, and it came over like 2 or 3 days, and then eventually I started getting worked up. And then rather than me sending like a very hateful message, I kind of like, you know, do the message 3-4 times and you're like retyping it, like, you know, doing a bit of what's the right word, you know, sticking to the company values and not just telling somebody to F off. That gets me worked up because like, why do I need to now do this? But you have no problem, you know, doing exactly what I'm not trying to do to you type of thing. But I guess where you're coming from, it's like when I was in hospital last year and you had all the monitors and stuff up on you, you kind of like glance over at your heart rate and you're like, my heart rate's still high or my blood pressure is still bad or whatever. Then it kind of like gives you that type of thing though, right? So I guess for me, it doesn't matter. I kind of know why my heart rate's going up. It's somebody somewhere doing it to me. But the situation is far worse than the heart rate going up. So like my heart rate's like just for me secondary, I guess, to that. But yeah. Anyway. Bring
I've got the
screenshot quickly, right?
I've got the screenshot. Hold on, let me show you. There we go.
Look how big the problem is right now.
Jeez, holy crap.
So if you look at that, right, for people that don't understand the graph, on the left was probably 18 months ago. Okay.
Oh yeah, March 2025.
And on the far right is where we are at now.
Jeez, holy shit.
And the problem is the whole, I don't want to call it an AI boom yet, because I don't know, depending on who you talk to, they say that there's no boom, right? There's no AI bubble that's about to burst or whatever, whereas I don't quite understand. But the problem is all these hyperscalers, which is all these big companies like NVIDIA and Amazon Web Services and Microsoft and all of these big guys like OpenAI and everybody that does AI, right? They started buying up all of the high density RAM and storage to stock up for AI data centers, right? Which essentially means us as consumers need to take a back seat, right? And because the fabrication process, so where they make these stuff, has shifted to enterprise margins, it basically means us as gamers and consumers, consumer electronics, not just gamers, but like all kinds of consumer electronics, your phone, the smart thing you have in your car, whatever, all of those things you're paying some form of AI tax on, right? Now, sorry, Mork, if you bring that thing back real quick. So if you look at how that steep that is, right? So you probably can't see it in detail, but let's take that one. So if you look at where it was March last year, right?
Yeah, it's like what?
A 32 gig kit would have cost you roughly $110 or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And then look at the right-hand side, the far right. We're in July
it's almost at
2026. It is $600.
Basically,
right?
It's like $580 or something.
Yeah. Now
that's a massive jump in the market.
A 32 gig kit cost, the bottom one, right? A 32 gig kit would have cost you. That's the one, yeah.
Sorry, I was going to bring the big one up. There we go. There's a big one.
The 32 gig kit would have cost you roughly $250, just below $250.
Yeah.
And
that's
like they say, it's
holy
200
crap.
or something like that. And then looking at the right,
over $1,000.
It's $1,000, right? Now think about the process. You know, the cell phone that you buy, right?
Yeah.
Most cell phones these days have got 6 gig RAM, 8 gig RAM, 12 gig RAM, 16 gig RAM, whatever, and depending on the model. This is why some of the higher end phones are typically so much faster, because they just have more RAM in them, right? But now you're seeing these phones becoming more expensive. So in order to make it affordable, what they're doing is, okay, let's cut 16 gig down to 12. Let's cut the 12 gig down to 8. And let's cut the 8 gig down to 6 or something, right? So now throughout the stack, you think you're buying an iPhone 17, But if you compare the 17 to the 16, you might see that, you know, the one had more RAM than the other one or something like that. And this is cutting across everything, right? So to your point on storage, this is what's happening as well now. You know, you want to buy, the other day we were talking, maybe let's not share the person's name, but we were in Discord hanging, watching F1, and somebody said that they had to upgrade their SSD drive and they paid like almost $4,000 for their drive. Whereas, dude, like a year ago, that drive would have cost you $1,000.
Exactly.
It's insane, right? So
but
that has hurt the entire market. And
but I mean,
what's going to make it worse is, I think it's going to be like another 2 years at least, which means it's going to hurt the PS6. It's going to hurt the new Xbox. It's already hurt the Steam box.
Yeah, it is. Because I mean, that thing's super expensive, right?
It's super expensive, and they toned down the memory on it.
But I mean, but think about it. Like, this affects everything. I mean, like, I would even say, like, your fridge, like the new fridges that are coming out the go, like they got
TV,
like your smart TV, your every single thing that's got RAM in. Yeah. And but the thing is, it's really insane to think about that. The fact that like you've got one industry, one component in said building of stuff is pushing everything up. And that one market that's decimating it is the AI market, because there's so much is going to the supply of that, which is madness.
So I see a comment here from George. George is saying buy old PCs and sell the RAM. I know of a few computer stores, like, you know, your little local computer store, like the Matrix or the whoever. You bring a computer in, the lightning maybe damaged your computer, or something happened to your computer, power spike or whatever. The guy's like, yep, to fix this computer, because you need a new motherboard, a new power supply, and this is going to cost you $17,000, but you can't buy this motherboard anymore, so you have to actually have a newer motherboard, so it's going to cost you $25,000. So they write the thing off and they tell you to, like, you know, buy a complete new PC, but then they would offer you next to nothing to buy that PC back. And it's literally because the guys are harvesting parts from it. So I know guys like buying old laptops that's like all balked, like the screen's balked, whatever, just to harvest the RAM out of it. And then they resell those RAM kits as like reconditioned RAM. I mean, nothing wrong with it, but reconditioned RAM. So everything okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna.
I thought your mic wasn't working. Look at you moving your mic.
No. I was gonna trying to get Whistler tech support afterwards. I have no idea what my entire setup is just hammered here.
Time for a new one. I mean, RAM prices is looking good at the moment. but you know, this is a problem, right? And this tech thing is going to affect everything. Like, if you think about anything that we have today, is in some way or another smart, right? Your
of course,
your TV. Your car with like smart center console, Apple TV, Android, what's the Android Drive thing, or Apple CarPlay, all of those things, consoles. It's
across the
sad.
board. It's everything is expensive, but that's the first thing I asked. I think I asked Grok. I was like, when do you think? What estimation can you give us for when do you think the prices? And it kind of said exactly what you did. Probably about 2 years, year and a half to 2 years before prices will come down, because they're going to have to. Other companies are going to have to start making it. But also the problem is that as soon as they start making it, if the demand is so big, they're going to go, cool. Well, you know, some AI company can go like, well, listen, we'll buy up all your RAM because we need it. We need the memory.
The guys are coming in. So yes, there has been like 2 Chinese manufacturers I know of that started making memory. They're not making like super high speed RAM, like super fast gaming memory, but they're making like memory that would work on average for all workstations, general home computers, whatever. Because if you think about it, like the real performance gain you have from having like super high speed memory versus like just normal memory, for the average person, it's not worth it. You're getting 5 or 10 frames maybe. But you're right, they are selling their product now because they're getting the benefits of selling when the market's good and the price is high. So it's not. What's sad for me is how, if you think about it, what has kept a lot of these guys alive, right? I can understand from an enterprise storage perspective. Yes, enterprises buys like a lot of hard drives, for like their big storage and whatever. But GPUs and what's been going into GPUs and RAM, that's been kept alive for, I almost want to say, it's like the last 25 years. The gaming community has kept that alive.
Yeah, exactly.
And now they just
Exactly.
turned
Now you're
around
going.
and just
Yeah. We're selling more to these guys. You know, we can't help it more.
I've got a question on this. Like now that we obviously know RAM is going to keep going up, right? Storage, all of the prices on the stuff is still going to go up. I just want to ask the question: Is it then such a good idea for Sony to do away with physical discs then? Because surely those two play into effect, right?
It's a good point, but I also want to ask is, do you think it is the right time for both Sony and Xbox to push a new console?
Exactly.
Exactly.
think
Why
that's
don't we
terrible.
wait that console another 3 years?
100%.
Exactly.
Is there something wrong with the current consoles today that they cannot keep up
Nothing.
with games?
Yeah.
GTA 6 aside, right? Because GTA 6
Yeah,
is
yeah.
something in its own league.
Yeah.
All the games we're playing today, is your console struggling? I'm thinking no.
No,
it's
it's not.
not.
There's not a single game that I've had an issue. I ever had an issue with. I've had a PS5 now for like 3 years. About
And
3
the
No,
years.
longer
longer
than
the
that. I would say 4
PS5
years.
life
Never had an issue.
goes, the more optimized the game developers become, right? Because when they release a new console, they release the new SDKs or software development kits that they use to develop games, right? Those things are very bloated at the initial take on of a console. Over time, those things are optimized, they run leaner, and they're getting more performance and more fidelity, graphics, whatever, out of the exact same hardware. The only reason why, and we haven't seen it really in the current generation, but the only reason why you would have seen roughly in the last year, you would have seen consoles going to the slim consoles,
Yeah.
because the fabrication process improves, that you can create the same amount of compute in a smaller, lighter form factor, which means it needs
100%,
less
yeah.
cooling, needs
Yeah.
less physical space, etc., right? So that's why you have the slimline consoles, because
Yeah.
raw performance, they the same performance. It's just newer hardware. So we didn't really see it. I mean, Xbox didn't have it. Yes, Xbox brought out their 25th anniversary edition, whatever. They brought out one with a 2 terabyte drive. Sony brought out, I think it was last year somewhere, Sony brought out the PS5 Pro, which, okay, the PS5 Pro does have more RAM and it does have some slightly faster performing GPU, but again, I think it's the same fabrication process that's improved. They're just creating, whichever things won the Silicon Lottery, they're creating the PSPs or the PS Pros with it.
But I mean,
it's a good point.
that's why I'm asking the question. I mean, like, going on what you're saying, is it such a great idea right now to go that route with both? I want to say, with your statement and mine.
Yeah.
It's with AI, needing data centers and all of this to process everything. Is it such a great idea for example, to make a PlayStation 6 or the new Xbox?
don't think so.
And why are we pulling away then from disc games?
Sony's kind of doubled down on that.
Not that I'm asking the question. I'm just throwing it out there to the
Yeah,
universe.
of
Happy.
course.
Let's have that discussion. I mean,
No, let's have the
Sony
discussion.
doubled down on the disc thing. Xbox has just said, so here's what we'll do, right? We will let you convert your physical disc to a digital license that you can still play it.
Yeah.
You kind of just need to keep an older console that can have the disc. But if you want to move from a Xbox Series 1 or an Xbox One to an Xbox Series X or Series S, now let me just explain. Xbox Series S and X, or X and S, the one is like a PlayStation. It's almost like the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro. But if I have to put them in performance, it's kind of like a Series S, PlayStation 5, Series X, PlayStation Pro. The Series X is a little bit faster than the PlayStation 5, but the PlayStation Pro is like the fastest of all of the consoles. But that's also why it's a 22,000 rand console, right?
Yeah.
Can they play all the games? Yes, they can. The higher end ones just handles 4K better than the lower end ones. But most people don't play 4K games, so they don't really notice it. They've got 1080p TVs. Doesn't really matter. But if you have a older console like a PlayStation 4 that's got a disk drive, you put your disk inside there, you go through the software update, and then it converts it to a digital key for you. It's fingerprinted that disk, and then it loads that key onto your account. Then you go to your PS5 that doesn't have a disk in it, and you can then access the game and play it because you can download the digital version.
Yeah.
I'm using PlayStation as an example, but that's what Xbox did. And if
Okay, so-
Xbox can do it, there's no reason why PlayStation can't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. My next question is, obviously, look, we're going into the route of going digital. I'm assuming this is because the games that are coming out now requires a lot more space, correct?
Yeah, on average, I
Yeah.
think these games are 40, 50, 60, 70 gig, all the way up to like maybe over 100.
I mean,
I
what,
mean, you
what
downloaded
is
Apex the other day. What is Apex? Like 110 gig?
100? I think it's about 100 gigs.
That's
Sure.
massive.
Apex.
When I started
Oh,
playing
Apex.
Apex was like
Apex, yeah.
70 gig.
Okay, but now
It-
okay, so now that being, because it's leading into my next question, why can't they then just look at creating a, I don't want to say disk, because obviously the disk can't do it anymore. Can't they develop a device or something that you can buy still that can, I want to accommodate that amount of information?
Here's my question. Because you're asking an interesting question, right? Why is people pissed off with this whole thing about the discs? It's not the fact that they don't have a disc. It's the fact that you don't have a physical version of the game you can trade.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the other thing. Having a disc is convenient, right? About 10 years ago, when we just got fiber, in my work circle of friends, like the gamers, consolers, whatever, I was like one of the first people that had fiber, right? At the time, 2015, 2016, we had a 50 meg fiber line, okay? That was a step up from 4 meg ADSL. My friend that I work with, he only had like 1 meg, maybe 2 meg ADSL, right? So he bought his son a PS or an Xbox One for Christmas. But he bought the Xbox One to my house like 3 weeks before, and we left the thing on and started downloading all of the games that he bought him, just so that on Christmas Day he could play the games, right? Because he didn't buy the digital games, or the physical games. He bought digital games, right? So from that point of view, having a physical disc is good because you put the disc in, you can play the game off the disc or install it to your drive and play it or whatever.
100%, yeah.
That's great. Some of the newer games obviously is bigger than what's on the disc, so there's always an update or something that has to apply. That's all good and well. But the thing that you miss is going to school. As a kid, I would go to school and we would trade games at school. Like
Well,
one
not
friend,
even trade. It's more like, okay, yeah, you
like
borrow me
loaning.
this,
Yeah.
I borrow
You give me
you this.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You know, don't protect my box. Don't damage this
Yeah.
box. You kept the
Yeah,
box.
yeah,
in
yeah.
like
Take
nice
it out to make sure
condition.
that your fingers don't touch the inside, you know.
Correct, right? That's the bit that we are losing, that I think PlayStation, and I want to say PlayStation because they're the ones that started this drama, right? That PlayStation doesn't get. But having said that, ask yourself this. As a PC gamer, I'm a PC gamer primarily, right?
Yeah.
I've already surrendered to this digital only thing 15 years ago.
Yeah, because of Steam, right?
Yeah, I actually blame
Because
you
of
for this,
Steam.
this whole bullshit.
So for me, it would be unfair to hold Sony and Xbox to a different standard because I've already. But I think the thing is though is, and I'm not saying, it sounds like I'm a dick now, and it sounds like, hey, just submit to it. I just think this is the essence of a console gamer, though, is there's an element of console gaming that a PC only gamer wouldn't understand unless you've come from the 90s. Because kids
Yeah,
these
I
days
think
don't
I want to
take
say
games
I
to school
compare
and
it
trade them.
to the idea of it's what the streaming did to the video store.
Yes.
Video
It's
killed
the
radio
idea
star.
of
Yeah.
going in. It's the experience, and it's the same sensation still. You go to BT Games, or You go
But
into
dude,
the
look at
shop
how
and you
small
stand
BT
there for like an
Games is now.
hour and you check out
Right.
what specials this game. They've got like the PlayStation set up so you can test the game a bit.
But no,
There was that whole experience.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Is it? I haven't thought about it in detail, right? This is a whole ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever conversation there. If the license, if we want to have something physical in the game, right? What we're actually giving somebody is the entitlement to play a game, right? That's what the disc gave you.
Yeah.
Let's skip the downloads out of the thing because most people these days have high-speed internet, right? Take that out of it. The entitlement of playing a game. What stops them from creating a game that is in a disc that it doesn't have to open up on all of that stuff? You can have the cover, you can have everything, right? But inside the disc is an NFC chip with encryption that cannot be broken, and we can talk about encryption that cannot be broken because it's not really like in the movies. And then having an NFC reader on your PlayStation and your Xbox, because those things aren't super expensive. You touch the game and it works.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, but
Nintendo
that's
has
the
it.
thing. I
Nintendo
would
has it
still,
today.
but that's the thing. I would love something like that. It's still the experience of going into the shop. Like it's like you're looking forward to, you phone around. I'm Mork, you know what this is like. Okay, we're
Yeah, I
waiting for
remember,
this
yeah.
game. We'll phone BT Games. We phone this game. Who's got the best price? Okay, cool. Then it's like that excitement of going to the. Now it's, and I think Ghost Stomper made the comment. It's now just, let's open up the catalog and see what's available. And I'm going, it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's a little bit different. It's like, there was a ritual to it. There was like a a vibe to it. You go, now it's just like, oh, it's new and it's out. Like almost even it feels even worse with Whistler because all the new games, it's available to him to play. If he's got like a Xbox subscription, blah, 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 it's just there. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like a little of that magic has you've lost, I think. But I mean, this is where we are.
I went to go. I remember I went to go buy. I think it was Batman Arkham. Fuck, what was it? It was the latest Batman.
Arkham Knight.
There was Arkham Knight. Sure, I went to go buy that, and I remember the different digital, the different editions that you got. The one that I was saving up to get, I think it was like 1,800 or something, right? That was the one I saved up for because you got the game and then you got this massive statue with it, like a collectible. And obviously, look, it got sold out before I got it, but there was that excitement of going to the shop, checking this thing, going, shit, that's what I want. And it's not the same anymore. It's like everything is like, get some skins. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, the things with gaming has changed though, right? Like the monetization component has shifted from buying a game versus to buying in-game content, DLC, skins, whatever, battle passes, and all of these things. I think it's a good model because it keeps games relevant for longer. And I don't know. I think it was in Malice's chat yesterday, Malice Meg's chat yesterday. We were like asking the questions is like, hey, is it worth paying $500 for, because Silent Hill 2 that she's playing at the moment is a remake of Silent Hill, right? Did we lose Mork? Yeah, we lost Mork.
Fuck him. Let's carry on talking.
All right. So let's talk about some serious stuff now.
Yeah.
Phasmo. Because Phasmo. Right.
So I want to stream it, like, because I have to stream tomorrow anyway, and I was like just going like, it's either that or I play like Avatar, and I don't play Avatar. I don't think it's like I want to stream it. But I was thinking, like, shit, if you guys are keen, we can play Phasmo. You don't have to stream. And I'm just for the record, I'm quite happy to do it the following day as well.
Listen, I think, I don't know if you're in Ronaldo's group, but Ronaldo's Voortsacker group was buzzing with us streaming all together on Friday. Because I think people could get everybody's point of view.
Yes.
So, like...
Look, I'm happy to do double stream. I'm happy to stream Tuesday and Wednesday.
Not Friday. It was Saturday.
It's Saturday, yeah.
So, but we all were streaming. You and Meg were streaming. But I think it was good that people had the
option,
different points of view, right? So, I mean, I'm down. I'm down. We can talk to Malice. I'm down if you want to do it on Wednesday, because me and her's already streaming on Wednesdays. We can shift some stream times.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out. But I mean, yeah. So for the people that don't know, while we're waiting for Mork to come back, Phasmophobia has this thing where every week they bring out a new challenge. And the challenge is it gives you $5,000 in-game currency, so we can buy like all, ghost hunting equipment and stuff like that. But it also gives you like a ton of XP, and this XP you need to unlock like better equipment, like better cameras, better like microphones, and all kinds of like upgraded equipment in the game. So Leo or Leon 2000, he's been following some of the stuff, and then he said to us like, hey, if we start doing this, we'll level up a lot. So we've actually enjoyed doing that because it teaches us the game in a way where we don't lose money.
Yeah.
Because if you die and you don't have the right ghost and whatever, then you actually lose all of your equipment and things. Whereas by doing these challenges, it's maybe slightly less exciting for some, but I'm actually quite enjoying it because we get to play the game, learn the goats, learn the behaviors and all those things without losing.
That atmosphere of scary to it. It I don't think as someone watching it, you don't lose that atmosphere of, I'm still terrified when that tapping sound. What's that tap? That tapping sound?
Yeah,
that comes in your ear. Shit, it's hectic.
So, the guy we were talking about, what's his name? The three-bearded, what's this guy's name?
Baron. A three-bearded Baron.
The three-bearded Baron, yeah. So, did you listen on his videos how high he turns up his ambient sound and stuff?
Yeah.
So, he would hear when a ghost, like, chucks a can or something across the room.
100%, yeah.
Or whatever. So,
I was also watching him because he does this weird, because what we do is the moment we hear that tapping sound, we start running. He chills out,
dude. He's
calm. Like, okay, let me put up this, let me walk away. I mean, I like the fact that we freak out. Yeah, let me just quickly grab the camera, and it's like ba 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 in the ear, and he's just casually like, he's ready to go.
Mork, you're back.
Sorry, guys. Okay. I don't know. I think there was some issue with my network, and it just reset.
You did say your PC was acting up.
Yeah,
no, we waited for you, so
everything is working fine. No, apologies.
Talking about
no, go for it. Carry
Phasmo. On. Yeah, we were talking about the PlayStation stuff.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. So here's my thing, right? For the people that don't know, and you did mention this on Saturday, on the Saturday stream, PlayStation has this boycott of the PSA network, right? Where they want to boycott.
Yeah, that's
PSA
what's happening
for like a whole week, so 23 to 30 August. And it's
like
all
that
about these rumors of Sony killing off the physical discs and whatever. So here's the other challenge, right? We haven't really spoken about this, and even Xbox was susceptible to this a couple of weeks ago. But moving towards this future where we buy nothing, rent everything with the game.
Yeah, you will own nothing.
Way you don't own the game, so they can take it away at any time. And Sony's been doing that to people that bought content.
So I saw this recently. What's that game that Darth Shaun? What's that game that Ross loves? The one what's it not?
Rocket League. No, that's AJ.
No. That's AJ like Rocket League. There was another game. There's this. I can't remember what it's called, but apparently that happened now. I saw a post regarding that now recently, where you had like there's 3 games there. I think there's 3 games in the series where now PlayStation has lost the licensing. Their licensing has expired, and now the game is unavailable on their network anymore. So, like, I'm not sure if this counts for people buying it. So, which is difficult because the licensing.
A good example for me is, and it's on the exact same thing. Is remember we played Anthem.
Yeah.
Look, I paid money for that game,
and it's an online game. Yeah. We bought the game. Yeah,
we bought it.
Well, listen. Let's hold on. Let's just correction there. We bought it at like something like, how much was it? Like 50 rand or something.
No, it wasn't $50. It was like $300, $200 around there.
You bought
the
a
fact
legitimate
is,
So
disc.
cheap.
I still paid money for it, right?
Yeah, you did.
The
You did.
issue that I had is we played it for a couple of months,
Yeah.
and then it started. They closed the server down. Now my go is like, if you're going to sell a product and it's going to, I can't access that product anymore, I should get my money back.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
See, that
And
is
you
the
can't
thing
have.
I'm going. I get that something happens, you can't predict, but you can't. It's like, how do I'm trying to find an equivalent to this. I sell you my services. You pay up in advance, and 2 days into it, I go, no, actually, I'm not doing this anymore. Sean, can I have my money back?
I'm done.
Nope.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But see, that's the thing, and that's I'm going like. But here's the issue. Like, will they be able to keep that up? Because I mean, eventually, say for example, they become this predatory douchebags, and like this constantly keeps happening. People will stop buying their content, right? Like people will stop buying PlayStation, going like, I'm not buying this. I'm gonna switch over to PC. I'm gonna switch over to a different thing. It's not worth my time. I'm sorry, it doesn't work.
But no,
So they
here's
can't.
the thing.
Yeah.
There are 125 million active monthly users for the last 2 years, year over year with PlayStation, and this stat is as of 30 June 2026. Right?
Look, I get. That's why I'm saying even the boycott, a week for me is not enough to do.
Yeah, does a
damage.
7-day protest
No.
actually hurt them?
It
But
needs
hurt
to be at
PlayStation.
least a month.
No, but hold on. What do they make? Mork, check your mic. Sorry, you guys having mic issues?
No, your mic's fine.
Hold on, let me just 1 2 1 2 1 2. How's it going? Testing.
Probably just dicking with you. He's probably just.
No, they're dicking with you. I can hear you
It's
fine.
104. He's probably messing around with you. Or what he could be referring to is that. No, actually, I don't want to go down this route. No, shut up, Sean. Shut up, Sean.
Yeah, I mean, it is his show after all.
They're messing with you. He's actually. They're messing with you.
Bastards.
Yeah, the
How
mic's
dare
fine.
you.
You're so,
Where? Show me the shells. Show me the shells.
so gullible.
That's how you know you've made it, right? The
Yeah,
community
when your
messes
chat-
with you and they make memes about you.
Yeah.
Streamer.
I'm a streamer. I'm a real streamer.
I'm a streamer.
But I mean, like,
I'm a real
but I mean,
boy.
this is the problem. Like, I mean, I'm going. Like, I think with regards to the boycott, I don't think it's like. I mean, listen. I think it's going to harm them. I think it's going to harm them because how much in-store sales, content, all the shit. Like, if you're playing, how many players are there for example, what's the game? Not Apex. What's the other one? Fortnite. How much do people spend? Now, I doubt the fucking kiddies are going to get behind this. But let's say the majority of people, these are people that are 20, 25 up, and they have money and they spend a shit ton of money. Like, you're not going to cancel your subscription, but you're not going to purchase anything for a week. That could be a lot. It could send a small message and go, listen, guys, we're kind of showing you. Stop, please. Listen. But this,
it's
to me,
it's like throwing a brick into the ocean and expecting.
Yeah,
it to
no,
cause
no,
a tidal
I
wave.
agree. I agree.
I think I admire what you're wanting to do, and I'll contribute as well. I mean, I'm not going to buy anything, but it's not like I can pause my subscription for that period. And
Yeah,
go,
exactly.
I've already paid for it, so there's nothing much I can do about it.
It feels like I'm the one losing out there with that vibe. If I had to, not play for that week, and you've paid for a monthly subscription, you kind of like
exactly
kind
what
of
I'm
like
saying.
I'm shooting
Like,
myself in the fucking.
I'm shooting myself in my foot, But I will definitely. I just think 7 days for me, I think you should go longer. Okay, we're going to be boycotting PlayStation by not buying a single game during that period. I just think it should be bigger.
Do you remember, Darth Shaun? Do you remember? Because this is something you would remember. There was some issue with PlayStation's network. I think this was PlayStation 3 somewhere. It was a couple of years ago, where their entire network went down for, I think it was like an entire month. Month.
They were hacked. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was because of the thing, the North Korean, that movie, the interview or whatever. They were hacked just after that, wasn't it?
I think so, but it was an entire month, and then in order to make everything kiff, I think they gave us like a couple of games for free.
Yeah.
That was sort of their thing. So I mean, like, I don't know if this is going to affect them in the long run, but at the end of the day, like, I think I'm going back to what kind of Whistler said, and like, this is my sentiment from the beginning. I'm going like, yeah, I like the concept of physical media, but like, the market has decided. We've gone, listen, I prefer to buy digital. I haven't bought a physical copy, and here's the other issue: is like, a lot of those games, even if you have a physical copy, you can't really play without online access because you're downloading.
I agree with you. Going digital is much easier, and yes, I'm all for digital. The problem I have is you're removing my ability to choose whether I want to go digital or fuck.
100%.
Someone might want to buy me a game, or might want to buy you a game.
Yeah,
you know, there's something about. I mean, who said it? Someone said it on the chat a while back when we had this discussion. It's always a nice Christmas gift or a birthday gift. You know, you're on PlayStation 5. I know this game. I've told you about it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to buy you the game for Christmas. Here you go, your birthday. There's something about it.
There's one thing that annoyed me as well with the PlayStation's network, which is I wanted to buy you like a subscription thing for like a 1-month subscription, and there was no way for me to physically do it. I couldn't go on Friends with you and go buy and then just digitally send it to you. There's no way. I'm going like, why don't you have
Whistler, that? I gift a sub to Whistle on Twitch.
Or exactly, or I buy him a digital game online. Like, why don't you guys fix this shit? You know,
they still get the money. They still get. I'm just going.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I mean,
simplified that because even like my sister's son, when we gift him something, Xbox or in-game currency or whatever, it's such a boring thing. Like you're giving this piece of paper.
Yeah, it's a little envelope or a little card.
You know, like you just gotta type this thing into your Xbox, right? And then $2 or whatever, Robux, Black Bucks or whatever. So yeah, I mean, still, that looks good. Where is that?
Oh, I like mine.
Thanks, Gavin.
What am I pouring something into a ritual thing? What is that?
You're connected there.
Shadows of Oblivion.
I like that.
Starforge Legacy.
Why do I have the most tokens? 3,700 tokens.
You're the wizard.
You're old school.
You're the wizard.
Yeah, you're a wizard, man. You're a fucking internet wizard.
Yeah.
Who's getting a code for Christmas? But I mean, like, I think I kind of agree with you, Darth Shaun. Maybe it means nothing to them. At the end of the day, what is it going to prove? Like, if a whole bunch of people do a boycott, maybe they'll go, okay, listen, you know. But you know what it is? It comes back to me. It's the same as the cinema vibe, where you go like, how about you guys listen to your audience? You know what I mean? Instead of going, cool, you don't have to print 100 million copies of said physical disc game. You can even do a thing where you can go, okay, cool. Well, we're going to print a limited, we're going to print 100,000 because I'm imagining not all of those things get sold, right? That's the other thing. It costs a shitload, shipping it, all the stuff. So you are eliminating things. You're making
the cost to make the discs. To make a disc costs maybe like $1. They don't even burn those discs, right?
Yeah, that's also true.
Maybe like $2. They don't even burn the disc. Like, when we used to burn a CD, like you put it in and then you run it through like, AnyBurn or whatever, NeoBurn or whatever we used. You don't do that when they create games.
Yeah.
They have a way of creating the disc with the game already imprinted in its thing. That's how it's made. It's made in like a single pass almost.
Ara, how are you, good sir? Hallo my rock spiders. Julle het my heavy verlang. Ek weet, we did miss you a lot, Ara. It's good to see you, kind sir. Oh wait, hold on. Is this why did I get a notification on my side if Ronaldo's dropping a raid? That's the one thing also. Yeah, we're talking about technology. Why can't PlayStation? Why can't YouTube be better?
I am dropping a TikTok link quick for you in admin chat.
Okay.
Play it. It's it's really good. I saw it the other day.
How's it, Boerbel? Nice. Good evening to you, kind sir. Good to see you. Oh yes, I've seen this. This is brilliant. Okay, cool.
So good.
This is brilliant. Like let's maybe quickly play this. This would be a fun little a fun little vibe. Let's see here quickly. Here we go. I really wish TikTok would do a better screen thing than this. It sometimes annoys me.
Gaming, we here at Sony have shot ourselves in the foot more than a few times. Greenlighting 12 live service games. Yeah. Gutting Bungie and shuttering Destiny 2. $200 console price hike. Investing millions in PSVR 2. I mean, that should have been obvious. Concord. But all of those pale in comparison to today's doozy of an announcement. Starting in January of 2028, we will no longer be producing physical discs for our games. All future games will only be available through the PlayStation storefront or at retailers in digital formats.
He's gonna shoot himself, right?
Oh, that was right through the big toe. Oh. Now, many of you may be asking yourselves, why, in the 7 swampy circles of Hades, does Sony keep shooting themselves in the foot? And the answer is simply, because we can. For all intents and purposes, we won the console wars. Nintendo was off doing their own little casual thing, and despite how many times we've royally Frenched up over the past generation, we still outsold the Xbox 5-1. What this tells us is, it doesn't really matter what we do, you'll still buy our So, why not go for broke?
He's not wrong.
Technically,
He's
you'll
not
be the
wrong.
ones going broke, but you get it. See, an all-digital future means that we'll finally have total control over your games. Since everything will now funnel through our storefront, we can set prices however we see fit. And with games becoming digital licenses instead of physical discs, we can take away players' access whenever we want. It truly is a late-stage capitalist's wet dream come to life. You'll be paying more than you ever have just to not even own any of the games, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Yo,
What are you gonna
it's
do?
not wrong.
Not play GTA 6? You really gonna skip out on Wolverine? Come on. We've collected enough of your personal data to know that you don't have the self-control to do that. And for those of you delusional enough to think that you're gonna switch sides and buy a PC, really? In this economy?
No.
If you think forking over $1,000 for the next PlayStation is gonna be rough, wait till you try and build a PC. The f***ing price of RAM alone is gonna be more than that. Face it, you're stuck with us. You can write all the angry little articles and post all your hateful little tweets, but at the end of the day, you're just gonna tucker yourselves out. Why not skip all that outrage theater and just hop on board? Come on in, the water's fine. Well, the water's fine in my personal corporate jacuzzi. Your water is a lot more of a muggy, piss-filled YMCA pool type deal, but wait, where was I going with this? Doesn't matter. You'll still buy our well, you'll rent our deuces. Yeah.
That's cock funny.
PlayStation.
That's cock funny.
Has
Thank
no
you, thank you,
limit.
Sean. I can't believe you
Probably
would
one of
post
the
that.
best
You would
ones
ask me
I've
to play
seen.
that in order
I'm
to
just
diss
saying,
our
like,
own.
but like this is the. I want to bring this back to the whole thing about the boycotting. I'm going.
Wait, one second before you get into that. I just want to go big up to all the Voortsekkers. Thank you so much, Ronaldo. Thank you for the dono. It's much appreciated. Thank you for sending crew. Guys, come hang out. We're talking about a bit of like, the cost of RAM. We're talking about the cost of consoles. I mean, I know Ronaldo wants to get himself the Steam box. And I mean, what is the price sitting at that now? It's like about 1,200. What
1,100.
1,000? And then
Somewhere, yeah.
I've heard rumors about the PS6, and it's going to be starting at the same thing, and that's due to the RAM prices, which we did a whole thing. We just kind of went through, and I think Whistler, just a little update of what we were chatting about. I think Whistler, you said probably about 2 years minimum before everything starts equalizing, the equilibrium comes back. That's long, bro. That means in the next 2 years, you won't be able to build a new computer. It would just not be worth it. Wait, or you're not going to buy a new console. But I don't think you would want to, right? You wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I
wouldn't either.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I understand the whole boycott thing, and it's an
I get it, yeah.
admirable thing to do. I'm just going 7 days. It's not going to do shit. Like,
I don't think it's going to do, because this is what happening there.
Go bigger. If you're going to make an impact, don't do 7 days. At least do a month.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Like
I mean,
that guy said,
yeah,
you don't have self-control.
yeah. No, but you can't. Like, I don't think no one's going to do
I'll
that. And
barely
again, I
last
doubt
7
half the
days.
people. Dude, I've already said I'm not going to take part of the boycott. I'm going like, for 7 days not play a game. Like, if there
Here's
was
the
content to
thing.
watch, if I had,
Here's the thing.
nah.
Let's think about. Like
I've got 64 gigs of DDR5.
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
Let's think about what would somebody that's like, I almost want to say not quite like that's got nothing to lose, but this is, I guess, how these massive corporates are. I think they're like snakes in this way, right? So okay, Sony plays their hand. Sony's like, we're not going to do this. The whole community riots, whatever. What does Xbox do? They magically just say, oh, this is how we're going to do to preserve digital discs forever and always, right?
Yeah.
The moment somebody does something, somebody else goes and they're like, yep, no, we're not going to do that. We'll make it better for you, right? The thing is, now you have somebody like Asha Sharma, the CEO of Xbox, saying that her personal goals is to make Xbox surpass PlayStation by 2030.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 4 years, 3.5 years from now. You've already seen that we sit with 20% of the market sitting with Xbox and the rest of the market sitting with PlayStation, right? How are you going to do that? Because people like you guys that had PlayStations for 20 years have a library that's 20 years old
That's the
and
thing.
games that you've had forever. And what?
I'm tied in.
How are you
I'm
going to
locked into the
encourage you
network.
to come and trade your PlayStation for an Xbox?
You can't. And that's the thing is they know they've got what 30. How many people do you saying playing on the PlayStation Network? Like what? Maybe 20 million, 30 million?
125 million monthly active users. PlayStation has 125 million active users.
And that means
That's
there's
the
people with that's and what? Wait, 125
But keep in
million.
mind,
So this-
you've
I was gonna
still
give you
just on that. That's subscription, right?
125 million. Yeah.
PlayStation has 125 million active users, up 2% year over year. These figures are reported by Sony Interactive as of 30 June 2026.
What is it about? It's about how much is it? How much is it? What's it about? 1,600.
Here's the link. Bring up the link. I'm going to send you the link for Sony Interactive. Let me DM it to you.
So 100. Just want to see this. So let's call it 140 rand a month. 140 times 125 million, right? Just to give you 125 million. That's holy shit. So so obviously this is in rand. This is 17.5 billion rand a month time divided by 17. So that's it's $1 billion. It's $1 billion they make a month just from subscriptions. Hello, Nicola.
Yeah, if it's 125 million people.
I want to go to the island. Why won't you let me go? Let me go. Somebody stop me.
Sorry, I had to. Sorry, you were saying, Whistler?
Quickly bring up the link that I sent you. I DM'd it to you. That is that's on their company website, right? So they wouldn't be.
Yeah, no. This is for investors. They have to be accurate.
Else they would have their pants pulled down, right?
Here we go.
But
business data.
So that's hardware sales.
Yeah.
Okay.
So PlayStation 5, more than 95 million consoles. Bruh, that is what?
Xbox is standing. The Series S and X is standing at like 30 million or something, right? They've got like a third of that.
But I mean, look at this. PlayStation 4, more than 117 million consoles. As of this is like, wait, so that's like, so they sold 117 million up until 2022. If anybody bought a PS4 after that, they didn't count. That's insane.
Yeah, I think it's when the hardware went end of life, when they EOL'd the hardware.
So this is how PlayStation hardware unit sales, PlayStation hardware, PlayStation. Oh yeah, worldwide software
sales, right?
Holy shit, bro! More than 1.7 billion. So this is people buying like a singular game, buying like Assassin's Creed.
So
this
includes physical and downloaded only titles, PSVR titles, as well as software bundled with PS4, 5, and PSVR.
Madness. It's bro, these They're printing
If
money.
you scroll right to the bottom, it's where the
Yeah.
PlayStation users, the active monthly users are. So that is
Here
your
we go. Here we go.
your PSN network thing.
Okay, so now on this. So let's go. Let's say we take a month, right?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone gets together. We're gonna boycott it for a month. The only thing that you can boycott is buying something.
Games, yeah. Yeah, because your
Because you've
subscription,
already
you can't
your
cancel.
Or canceling your
for a year.
subscription for a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well, I mean,
also that's what I'm saying. Because end of the day, if you have a year option, and I would say most likely most people will buy the year option because it's the cheapest. Right?
Yeah, because that's exactly the
They
majority of
already
people
have
the
that
option.
money.
You can't cancel
Does
it.
it work? Does boycotting work? Yes. Let me tell you why.
Not
I've had a PlayStation an Xbox subscription kind of since the subscription service came out, right? Because I've had Xboxes for a very long time. Like since 2005, 2006, I had an Xbox, right? Obviously in 2006 we didn't have PlayStation or Xbox Game Passes and whatever. But when the Game Pass came out, I signed up for it because I got the benefit on my Xbox, but I also got the benefit on my PC, right? Now, that's all good and well. That's a unique value app that Xbox PC players have because it's in the Microsoft ecosystem, right? You can't compare that to PlayStation or anybody else. But last year, November, I can't remember the previous CEO now of Xbox. He almost doubled what the PC VR costs. What the PC Xbox Pass cost, right? It went up to like 400 and something rand, up from 170 rand or whatever it cost a month, right? And I decided not worth it for me anymore, and I cancelled it for the first time in a 10 years streak, cancelling it, right?
But the way I'm looking at this is, look, I've bought it. Let's say I buy a 3-month subscription, right? I buy a 3-month.
You bought a year subscription. You can't.
I've bought a year
cancel
subscription.
Yeah.
They've
You
got
can't
the money.
boycott that.
Yeah. So I can go, okay, I'm not going to play. They're going to go, okay.
Yeah, and also what
I get that.
Ghost Stomper said,
Yeah.
No. I think what you mean is like, boycotting does work. There is, I mean, look what happened. Like, there's millions of examples where boycotting has worked. Where it's
boycotting worked. Yeah, the first thing Asha did when she joined in February, she's like, "Hey, 3 months into this, this is not how we fix Xbox Game Pass." She reduced the cost down to 230 rand.
Yes,
same value. Okay, so yes, they slashed probably some of their profits, and I signed back up again because I have the benefit. I get to play games that you guys need to buy.
Yeah.
And
I do think there is a way that it could work. For example, if a lot of people, if you've got a massive amount, and it's people that are gamers that are spending money, listen. Some people buy a new game every month, and they go, "Well, this month I'm not going to buy a game." If they take a 15% knock in their sales, that's massive, right? So it could do something, and it's like you have to at some point go like, "Hey guys, listen, this isn't on. If you don't fix it, we'd like you to come to the party." And it's, I do think PlayStation has kind of not always been. I mean, maybe it's their new management. I don't know.
I just don't think that they are appealing to everybody. The problem that we are talking about doesn't apply to everybody. The problem does not apply to my sister's son that's 11, 12 years old, okay? To whoever's kid that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. It doesn't apply to them. One, they don't pay for the Game Pass. And two, they've probably done the value prop to their parents to say, hey, for 100 and whatever rand a month, I get this and I can play all of these games or whatever. You don't need to buy me a new game.
Yeah.
So it doesn't apply to them. It applies to the old timers, the people like us that's played games in the 80s and the 90s, that's grown up with something physical.
Yeah.
That is not 125 million people.
But also the thing is that they're also missing is like there is a whole bunch of people that because they collect the things, they make content about the physical media that promotes not just the game, it promotes the fucking
taking that disc.
like that whole vibe of like getting like the Steel series and like you got the dude and he's got his collection behind you. It's like okay, maybe in the bigger picture, it's like they've obviously done the risk assessments on these things, but I don't know. Yeah. Leo, how's it, Leo? But
I
yes,
also
7 days
learned-
isn't a good idea. Much longer. It's true.
I read.
Sorry, just hold on. I want to point out this comment quickly from
Pierre.
Pierre. The problem is not that PlayStation have you by the balls. The problem is there is no one else that can give you a option to quit PlayStation, and he's 100% correct.
Yeah. I think
If you
so.
think
Because
about it's what you were saying. Yeah, but
Yeah.
not just that. It's what was saying. We've have how many years of collecting games
of content. Yeah.
And if I had a Switch, I could possibly switch, but I'm going to lose all of that library. I'm never going to have
That
access to it, and I
content.
can't use the
Very few
PlayStation
people
games that I've got.
understand that, right?
Yeah. Unless you're a
Very
gamer,
few people understand that you lose. It's the equivalent of throwing away digital money. Like it's not
Yes.
physical 100 Rand notes
Yeah,
that you're
I paid
throwing
for
into
it.
the dustbin.
There we go.
You just throwing away, like you just take 1,000 Rand out of your bank account and it's no longer there. But physically nothing happened. It's just numbers, right?
Yeah, it would be.
So-
I would be the analogy I would make is like imagine you've got a DVD collection that you've collected for 20 years, and all of a sudden you decide, well, they're not going to make DVD players anymore. And you're going, what the fuck do you mean? And they, no, we're gonna go thumb drives now. And you're going like, okay, cool. So I can't upgrade my entertainment center because the new thing only takes flash drives. So you'll have to take that entire collection and chuck it out the window because you can't switch over. I can't go over to okay, I'm gonna go to this brand. I've got a Samsung DVD player or something. I'm switching over to this and I'm gonna use thumb drives. You can't because you'll lose. all
I
of
just
that. It's
think
gone.
the gaming community, it's one of those things is if you don't understand, you won't understand.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I don't understand. I just think it's a decision that I've come to some form of like, I guess I accept it. But
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Point.
It's like that TikTok video. We can be upset about it, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna jump on board anyway. And like
Yeah.
oh, for fuck's sake.
why is Darth being the leftist? Yeah.
He's because he's boycotting the games, like officially unplugged.
Such
Like
a
he's going to
fucking officially
games
unplugged.
cost too much.
There's-
Mork my
I'm
face.
just
What?
letting you know,
hair.
there's no way. Even
like
if you
you
said let's boycott it for a month, I wouldn't
Yeah.
last 2 days.
No, of course not. No, I mean
But like Malice Mega said, it's like drugs to a drug addict, right?
That's a bit
Exactly.
extreme.
I don't in a way disagree that because if
I
you
can't do a line of PlayStation. It's not the
you
same.
I can
Why?
show you how I do a line of
I can
Apex.
try.
Line of Fortnite. I mean, come on. Listen, I got you into Apex, and here you are playing Apex, talking Apex, whatever, right? But what I wanted to say is we if you don't understand, you won't understand with us.
Yeah, Karen.
Because think about it. Your point, Mork, you're making about CDs is good, right? I told you guys a story last week about a car accident I had 25, 23 years ago.
oh yes, yeah.
And in that thing, my friend, and just for everybody, nobody got hurt. My friend got a little bit of hurt, but he got whiplash. But what
God,
happened
it
is
hurt as fuck.
the car was completely.
The car was gone.
You
I mean,
were
if
just
you
like
want to show
you
it,
got
you wanna
financial
show it,
hurt?
then people
like
can
in the
just
photo, you're
see.
just like doing a gangster pose, like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah,
fine."
I was going like,
Your friend at the back there's going, "This was a fucking stupid idea."
yeah.
No, but let
Well,
me
I
just,
think he's
let me
standing
just
there.
tell
Why
the
is he doing a
story.
gangster pose? Is he like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
winner
He's
rat
also
video?
he's probably sitting there going, "How did you walk away with not a scratch?"
Yeah.
Where is? Okay,
He's
so
sitting
hold on.
there
Let me
going,
just
I'm never
quickly.
driving with him again.
Oh wait, I'm gonna DM it to you, Mark.
Sorry,
okay.
I just got to ask a question. Who made that little thing where I look like a leftist protester? Who made it? Who was it? Was it
Philip,
Gavin?
awesome. Philip did it.
Philip.
I support
Philip,
Philip's work. Yes.
Philip, I just want to point out now, everyone in the comments is going, "Why is Shaun a they them? Like, why? Like, you've now just started something, and I can hate you for it."
Yeah, that makes me happy, Philip. Philip, good job.
Walk my face. Yeah, this is great. Walk my
Philip,
face.
good job. Good job, Philip.
You're amazing. Thank you, Philip. I'm going to save this forever. I'm gonna every single
Actually, going to be my
image,
picture when
thumbnail.
Bob phones me.
Every single thumbnail from now on is going to have this as your cover photo.
I'm saving the image copy. Save. It's going to be the image when Darth calls me or sends me a
Fucking,
WhatsApp.
hold on.
Oh God, look at this!
Fucking red
Just
pokey.
fucking look at this photo. Look at how gangster Yanni is here.
Look at him bringing his Koki out all of a sudden, right?
Yeah, no, Philip is getting like 10 marks for that shit.
What do you like,
All
you
right.
guys? How did this happen?
Okay, so before we get there, right, let me quickly just say to the story. So I was talking about the CDs, right? So
Yeah.
in this thing, what happened is me and my friend were driving from Richards Bay to Newcastle.
Okay.
And for the guys that knows that road, in between Malmouth and Frey, it's like an hour stretch of open road, 120 k's an hour, all good.
Okay.
It was like just before 7 o'clock at night on a Friday evening. I saw like lights, like we were going like up a slight uphill, right? And I saw
Yeah.
lights going over the road, and I thought they were going to turn into, because there's a garage on the top of the hill. And then I saw the lights coming back, and then I saw the lights coming the second time, and that's when I slammed on the anchors. I saw something was wrong. And by the
Slammed
time the
anchors.
lights came the third time around, I stood still on the side of the road, and it was a taxi that then came sideways. But by the time I stood still, the taxi hit me like that. So it came sideways, and my car just wedged it over and then fell on its
Oh,
roof.
crap.
Right? It's only 5 people in the taxi. 2 of them passed away. The other 3 were severely hurt. And it
Holy
was just
shit,
drama,
dude.
right? So my car was like 2 weeks old. Just
Yeah.
picked it up. Oh, not 2 weeks, 2 months old. Just picked it up. Yeah. So anyway, the story that I wanted to tell is, and the reason why I made that reference is because that's
Yeah.
about the last time that I had a stack of CDs in the car.
Yeah.
What are we laughing about?
Sorry, I just want to ask you a
There's
question.
nothing wrong with you.
Can I ask a
You
question
see
quickly?
my fucking ears, dude. Can I tell you what? I
Have
also
you
have
seen
your
three
friend's
ears. My
neck?
ears don't look like that anymore because of headsets. Headsets just squashed my ears flatter to my
Yeah.
head.
I mean, you could be an X-Men. Like you could be hearing guy. Like
Not anymore.
you-
Now I need a hearing
Well,
aid.
you hear stuff like, did you hear stuff before other people heard it? Like when you went to the
I heard
cinema,
the
did you
taxi
hear the
coming.
movie before anyone else?
No, I heard the taxi coming over the roof. Over
That's what I was
the thing.
I do have a technical question. Does the oak leaves make you drive faster?
Okay, so I had Oakleys. Come on. You're going to bust my balls about that.
No,
It was
I'm kidding.
2003, bro.
Yes, but look at your
But-
car. It is fucked.
No, dude. Yeah. I was standing still, right? I've got more photos. I was standing still. Because you see that front wheel that doesn't have the mag on it?
Yeah.
They had to take the wheel off because the wheel basically broke because I was still on the brakes. The last thing I remember before like airbags explodes inside the car was the hazards. Because when you like slam on the anchors, the hazards comes on. So I stood still. As I came to a standing stop, the car came and like whacked over me.
I mean, did the taxi roll over your car?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I flipped it over.
you could have been like, I mean, like if it did it, like, I mean, if it wasn't for these sidebars here, you'd have been gone. Like there's no way you could survive that shit. Why are you laughing?
You know, Whistler being vulnerable. What?
I was just thinking it's so accurate. Like Whistler right here, being vulnerable, Mark goes, that's just like fuck.
You're making it sound worse. All right,
So-
sorry. Okay, let me fix it quick. Is this
The
better?
reason
Is this
why-
better? Hold on.
So the reason why this thing came to mind, because this was about the last time that I had a stack of CDs in the car.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
reason why my friend had a neck brace is as this happened, he changed the CDs and he was pushing against the front of the dash to put the CD bag underneath the seat. And I slammed on anchors and he was like that. And he's like, what's happening? Taxi. And
Oh,
pushed me
God.
back into the car. That's why.
That's crap.
That's about the last time that I had CDs in the car. because
Sure.
after that, when we replaced it, okay, that car was still had CDs in it, but like soon thereafter, when we replaced it,
Yeah.
I bought a GTI, and in the GTI we had the iPad, the iPod thing.
Yeah,
that you
iPod
get the
connector, yeah.
into it, because we then just went digital. We just had MP3s, whatever, iPod.
I mean, I remember like I
And
actually was
like
like a couple of months ago. I was going, oh cool, I found this my CD case. It's like half of it was audio music CDs, and then like in the back I had all like oh, here's like my Windows XP, my Windows 7, all these with the codes on the top, and then like this has got content on. I was going, holy shit, like never going to use this again ever. I didn't even have
This
a
is actually a
drive.
good point, though, right? So, before I go to that, Major Tom's asking, Whistler, did you claim from RAF? I did not, because I just didn't feel like the schlep. But funny
Yeah, it
enough,
is a
this
schlep.
happened 2003. We moved to Joburg in 2007. So I started working in Joburg January 2007. Roughly like mid-year 2007, one of the survivors from the taxi driver went to road accident fund and claimed the whole thing that I caused the accident because she broke a hip or broke a shoulder or something. And then they came to see me and they wanted to see all the police records, all kind of stuff. Luckily, I mean, I sent you guys 3 photos. I've got full photos of the accident scene. The
Heck,
evening
shit.
that was there, right? And this was actually, it wasn't a fun experience because it was near death and not because of the car accident, right? But the point I'm trying to make is, luckily, when I was there, the forensics guys came. Like, dude, this police van came there with like a trailer full of like gear. It almost looks like Phasmo, dude. These guys had lights and this and that and all kind of stuff, right?
Hectic.
And they had this thing that picked up how far the taxi's wheel burst, right? So he's part of his wheel or the mag or whatever made like, I don't know how many 100 meters it made like a carving into the road because like the thing locked.
Holy crap.
And it carved out the road. And they estimated that when he came over that hill, he was doing like 150, 160 k's an hour. And then the taxi tire burst, and then like the wheel carved until he basically, to me, it looked like he just drove into me. But by that time, he already rolled like 10 times.
Holy
because
shit.
when you walk up 200 meters up the road, there's just whatever was inside the taxi. These guys went on like a long weekend, right? So they had like all kinds of stuff in the cars because they were going home. They were going to Melmoth or something. So there was like chips and this and that and whatever, these long tubes of chips. Dude, it was just fucking groceries everywhere, right?
Holy crap.
But I don't even know why I was saying that point now, but so I had all of the evidence that this wasn't my fault. I was literally standing still on the side of the road, right? So the lady from the RAF that came to see me, I basically just made statements, gave them like my entire file of like stuff, and then they basically, I guess, squashed it because the other party was trying to claim from the RAF, but they made it out like it was my fault. And it's like, hey, I'm happy for her to claim, but don't blame this on me. Blame this on the taxi driver.
Exactly.
Right? It's not my fault.
But I mean, why can't they just?
I could have been,
But I mean, why can't they just claim it from the taxi driver? Wouldn't they? The same thing happen? Why would they Why would they need to target you?
The 2 people in front of the taxi died. So the taxi driver died, and then the other guy got flung out of the taxi, and he obviously broke his back or whatever. So it wasn't like, dude, it wasn't a fun scene, not at all. Stepping back to the CDs, right? One thing that I miss about CDs, though, is unless you grew up in the 90s, you would have made a girl a mixtape or something like that.
Of course. You made a mix CD or a mix.
Dude.
Yeah, we make mix CDs, bro. I used to make
CDs. We made mix CDs for the car, whatever. Yeah. Like, we can't do that anymore. How do we do it now?
And also the cool thing was that you could, but the thing was about it was, the difference, and that's what you can't get today. This is why I'm not a massive fan of like a playlist, and because like, and also, what I do hate about the future where we're in now, I don't like it when like, for example, Spotify recommends stuff to me. I don't want to be recommended shit. To me, it feels like they're recommending ads and content. Like we were talking about it the other day when I'm going like, I was looking at 3D printing, and then Actually, I've got a better analogy. So when I was looking at 3D, we had one evening, we were chatting about 3D printing. I looked at 1 or 2 Instagram. My entire feed was 90% 3D printing. Funnily enough, just before the show, I was just scrolling through TikTok quickly. The missus had sent me something, and here I saw it's something about it's August, 3 months until Christmas. And I was like, ha ha ha. And the missus heard it, and I sent that to her, just as a fun. Scrolled, 2 posts scrolled, and then all it started giving me was just Christmas shit. I'm like going like, how in the that is
the
too much
algorithm for you, right?
But that's what I don't like the algorithm. And this is what I loved about CDs back in the day. You could select the order that they're getting played in. So like you can go like, you make your girlfriends like, this is how I feel about you. You make me,
feel funny,
and like you make me, like you make me feel awesome. Look at Shaun. Look at sus.
He's making notes. So I need to feel funny. I need to feel this. Because he doesn't have feelings, right? So he's just like making notes of how he should feel.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can't do that now. When you send someone what is it now? You send someone a link to like a playlist. And you go like, like
I don't know.
What do you have to put effort in?
Who's got kids in the chat? Like kids that's like of dating age and whatever.
Like
what do they do in school now? Like,
wait. Ross does. Ross, how's
are they creating like shared playlists? Is it like a Spotify thing now? Do you give a girl like a Spotify access for a month or something now? Is that like what you do?
A voucher for like, I don't know, like how does it work? What do you like? Do people still buy chicks flowers? Ross goes, my son does not date.
Still in their car. At 12 discs, we were rich, George. Most people had a 6-disc CD changer. George comes in here with a 12-disc CD changer.
12 discs, bro. This like he had money, bro.
That was like CDs, dude.
No, you go to someone's house like a 12-disc CD player. What? And it's like it's right next to his Lamborghini because it's a 12-disc CD player.
When we still had the VHS and then they brought out the DVD player, but then you had the DVD player with the VHS, so you could do
hybrid.
It's like you're bro.
That was bad.
When you get out,
pretty cool.
Like you're at Spur with the family, so you take your CD player's front face off, you put it in the little casing.
You put a little case and you put it in your pocket, or you put it in the thing.
It was super cute.
It was very, very cute how they used to do it.
Back in the day.
It was good night, Debbie. Thank you so much for the read comment from Debbie. Goes night, guys. Night, all beautiful people going to bed, going to be weed. What? Weed eating the garden. Oh, weed eating. I was like, if you're going to eat weed and then play in the garden, starting a veg patch. Oh, awesome. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, it sounds very good.
I just want to say something to Draatman was asking, do I still have that Windows 95 CD? I don't. I think I just took it. I just went,
No, Draatman.
Ooh, look, you ask and you shall receive, sir.
Draatman. Make me big.
Oh my god!
Wait! Quickly! Write down the code.
Original, bro.
That is amazing, dude. You can still smell Bill Gates on it.
This thing smells like dude. And then
that's wait. But do you remember the what is that?
The CPU.
Hectic. What? Intel Pentium.
It is genade. Put some light here. My eyes are cocked.
Do you remember the way you could hack Windows XP and Windows? I think it was Windows 7.
I think this was a 386, an SX9.
So
what?
Yes.
It's amazing. But do you remember how to
from Gavin? Yeah.
Do you remember how to hack Windows back in the day? Because like what you would do is you would just phone them. They would like be a phone number. You'd phone Windows, and then you'd actually in the beginning, I remember you'd speak to someone. You go like, "Hi, sorry, listen, I just want to get a new license. My license expired because I changed my hard drive." And then the friendly dude in India would just go, "Yes, cool. Now just type this in," because you do the installation and you get the part. And you go like, do it online or like just phone them, and then you'd click the phone button and you'd speak to the guy, and all you would say is, "Oh no, I've put a new motherboard in, or I've upgraded my hard drive," and they would go, "Cool," and they would just give you a completely free license. It was awesome.
Yeah. You know what I used to do as well is when you go to a store somewhere and they have the PC somewhere in the store, they sometimes have the PC oriented in the way that you could see the Windows key. You just take your cock little Nokia
wait.
camera phone.
I've got a great.
You get that thing in focus, right?
I've got a great story for you. So a friend of mine, I remember I was in East London, and our friend, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was our goth friend. There's only one goth in East London, and I made friends with him. Actually, fucking awesome dude. So what he did was he was playing World of Warcraft. Like, yeah, you should play it. So I was like, okay, but there was like an ad on apparently that you have to buy. So he just went to, I think it was a CNA, flipped it over, took a photograph of the serial number, whatever, and then sent it to me and goes, just download and put it in. And I played, and eventually somewhere later on it just stopped working because I think somehow they found out.
Yeah.
But that was back in the day.
That exact same thing. People were using these flippers, right? My flippers on my back. And you know the flippers, they have the orange thing. So Nintendo, you can buy these Nintendo, like, I don't know if it's Pokemon things or whatever. You can buy like the little figurines, and it's got an NFC thing in the figurine, and you can clone the NFC thing. And then what happens is on your Nintendo, like, I don't know if it has like an NFC thing on it, but on the Nintendo, you put the thing down, and then it transfers that character into your game because you bought the physical.
Oh, you bought it because you put the physical NFTs on it.
So then you can put that figurine into your game. So what people would be doing is they would go and clone the figurine, because you don't buy the thing for $500 because Nintendo stuff is like horribly expensive. And then you put it onto your Nintendo, and then you just like emulate the thing back. The Nintendo doesn't know the difference, right? It picks up the NFC signature, so it works.
Yeah. That's insane.
Nintendo now fixed the problem, but yeah.
What is this?
Oh, that's a 3D printer. It looks like a
Darth Shaun project.
What's the thing? No. The red and black
Darth
suit
Vader.
guy?
Yeah, Darth Vader.
No. Is it a Darth Vader?
Yeah, that's a Darth
Darth
Vader.
Vader. Okay, yeah. Sorry, man. No, you know what I was thinking about? Who's the red and black suit guy?
Darth Maul.
Get your... You have it on your stream. Deadpool. I thought it was
Darth
Deadpool.
Raven.
No, that's Darth Vader.
Del.
Beltel. Here it is out. Beltel is cock out. Yeah, I mean, the good old days, dude, like with bulletin boards and all that stuff, dude.
Bro. I actually saw, where did I see it? I saw this thing where someone
What I
went like...
missed is the Winamp.
Oh,
You used to play Winamp,
the
play
visualization of Winamp.
And then like that whole, you would just sit and stare at it, going, "Oh, this is."
It would be like
at
what's that thing? What's that stupid game you've made me play now? That fucking
Avatar. Did you see Winamp and Deezer's got a thing now, hey?
Well,
play
you said I
anything.
should. What did you say was that?
Winamp announces strategic partnership with Deezer to power the next generation of its iconic music player.
What? That's awesome, dude. I used to love Winamp. Winamp was the shit.
What was that thing? Something really whips the llama's ass. What was that?
Oh yeah. Oh man. Fuck, I remember that. What was the saying? They had like a little ad. I can't remember.
Winamp.
I just remember you used to play it, and you would play like Nirvana, and then you would just sit and stare at the thing.
Yeah, you stare at the
Really
screen.
whips the llama's ass. Was coined by a musician and became the iconic slogan for the Winamp media player. Really whips the llama's ass.
It really whips the llama's ass.
Yeah, hold on. I'm sending it to you. I'm putting it in general chat, dude.
Okay.
Like everybody surely had to have heard that.
Everybody must have heard this. Wait, let me share it on stream.
But yeah, I saw the thing like a couple of days ago. They've got this thing with Deezer now. You know, Deezer is also the streaming service. It's like a
yeah. Oh, got wrong one. Damn it. Sorry. Here we go.
Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is awesome.
I mean, this is just a freeware. It's just not us being awesome, just to go deciding, listen, we're going to create this awesome music player. But it's the same as VLC, I think. I love VLC. VLC is one of my favorite little programs.
Dude, with VLC, you no longer even need to download codecs anymore. It literally just plays everything.
It just plays everything, yeah. I remember when you had to like download a codex for it. Now it's just like, bro, you just run. Winamp is the shit. I love Winamp.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Winamp and VLC, my bag. I'm mixing it. Burble goes many moons ago, worked for a company that sold Creative Labs and got paid to play Quake 3 Arena at county fairs. What? That's awesome. Remember Back Orifice?
Yes. We were talking about that the other day.
I thought that
Do
was
you remember Back Orifice? Dude.
I've seen it on on OF, but maybe that's
1999. No, different Back Orifice. So Back Orifice is this piece of software that you could initially, it was done to prank people. You can install it on their computers, and then you can remotely like take screenshots or like flip their screen over or send random keystrokes or open up the keyboard. Open up the CD drive.
That's awesome.
That was really fun, and it was exploiting something in Windows, and then it became a
like a security risk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, dude, there's this book I'm busy reading, right? It's from this Norwegian guy. I forget his name. The book is called "If It's Smart, It's Vulnerable." And it really talks about like smart devices and anything these days that's like online, kind of like that needs to connect, like your car, your whatever, right? And this book just goes around, if it's smart, it's vulnerable. But stop, klar. There's nothing about it. Nothing is secure. Nothing is impenetrable, whatever. Let's just get over that, right? And this guy basically breaks down like where tech has come from, how the vulnerabilities and stuff started becoming. And he goes back to like, dude, the first virus was in January, I think, of 1986. And it was a floppy virus developed by, I think, a couple of Pakistani guys.
What? I didn't even know about
and
that.
they developed it because they wanted to show the risk of the vulnerabilities and stuff, right? And then that thing got out. But they didn't even develop it to hide it. They put their name and if you get this thing, then contact us. This is our number, whatever.
Hectic.
But they left it in the virus. So I mean, this guy goes back to like from viruses then to like how the first viruses spread across the internet to like, Sasa, Melissa, all of these viruses that came out like in the 2000s. Really interesting. Really, really interesting. I use Back Orifice to fucking manage this.
Major Tom, do you remember the Indians on curry cuff? So Pierre Smith just said, sorry, I just shared the comment. He said, did you know that VLC had to be developed in France because they could avoid paying royalties to, I think, the FFmpeg? I didn't know that. Interesting.
Oh, really?
Dude, I love the old school. Fate Formula. What? Fuck me. Are we okay? Just stop. Fuck my life. Who cares? I don't know what you're achieving. Osborne, ever make a floppy with matches? What? A floppy what? I don't know if I can say the B word. Make a floppy with matches. No. I remember installing was it Doom on floppy? Someone had to go to someone's house and they copied me, and it was like 10 floppy disks you had to stick in, and then
nothing. In 1995, right? We drive from Newcastle to Joburg to Pretoria. There was a computer fair. The fair was at Kyalami. And like the build-up was there, like we're going to go up to go and check out the computers. My dad was going to buy a new computer, right? My dad buys a computer with Windows 95, with everything. What happened to Darth?
I don't know. I think he had a
No.
slight.
No. It was
Yeah, it was-
buffering on everything. It wasn't just
Oh.
me.
Oh,
Oh no, I think it was your internet. Because we were.
No.
we were fine.
I'm
You-
saying you.
Fine, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it was your internet at your house.
No,
so
it's fine
everything
for
on
me,
your side- Same with us, yeah.
So-
Nothing changed on my. I'm still watching
my-
something else on the other side, and it hasn't buffered at all.
Right. Could have been a little
what are you
YouTube.
watching else? How are you multitasking?
I'm always multitasking.
That's rude. Put
I'm
your put a
watching
red mark
3
next to your
streams
name.
at the moment.
Yeah. You could put your
Plus
own name
doing
on the board.
this. Oh no! See, that's not how the board works. It's my board. I can put on my board what I want to put on
We
my
should get
board.
our own board, Whistler.
I'm just gonna have my
No,
own
no,
board then.
well, if you want to, you
My
can
board
just
will
copy
literally
me,
only
go
have
for it.
one name on it.
That's fine.
AJM goes Stuxnet, and then
Oh, dude, Stuxnet was an amazing virus. What was I talking about now? When Darth rudely interrupted us. Oh, the CDs, the Windows 95, right? So we bought Windows 95, and I can't remember why, but it was one of those things my dad had to make a decision on, right? Do we buy Windows 95 on stiffies, or do we buy it on a CD?
yeah.
And we went the stiffy option, right? And it came on 13 stiffies. So now we're sitting at my grandparents' house. The whole dining room table is just computer parts now. The computer is built. There's an extension lead running to hook this thing up. And my dad's busy installing Windows 95, and he's changing every couple of minutes. You're changing a stiffy, right? Ding, ding, ding.
Mhm.
Dude, we get to the last stiffy, number 13.
Oh god, don't tell me.
And you come and sit down, and are you trying to make like space and whatever, and the multi-plug was just not lacquer, and it like
Oh,
PC goes off. Okay. And then we redid everything. And then when we got to disk 13, there was an error because the disk, the stiffy got damaged. And then we had to go to Kalami the next day again to go and exchange the disk because it didn't work.
that's insane. It's like
Yeah.
no, but this is the thing. It's like the thing is people don't get like what patience you had to have when it came to tech when we were younger. Like the amount of and I think there's a philosophical sort of vibe here with that. And I think this is why we've gotten like America, where it's like you've got these children that are like, have you seen those videos of the kids like just screaming in the supermarket because they couldn't get a thing? And this is why you get these raging like sort of leftists where they're like, no, and like they just can't take no for an answer because they never had patience. We had to you had to sit there and wait 10 minutes for like 5 minutes for the dial-up to connect, for the thing to open, because you've never
And
learned
shake
patience.
or whatever,
Everything is instant. Yeah, exactly, dude. No, I think there was a good vibe with it as well.
Dude. But those were the good old days, right?
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays playing online, it's as easy as just saying like, hey, Dolph, do you want to go play Apex? And like, yeah, let's meet in Discord, and then next, and you go, right?
I remember you used to struggle to connect with stuff. Things just didn't want to work. But,
Yeah, but you
I
go
do
to
have
somebody's house, and then
Yeah.
you have to. The guy that knew the most about networking kind of like fixes the networking and this
Yeah,
IP
yeah,
address
exactly.
and that IP
you
address.
bring a
and-
computer over to his house. He would sort you out.
Yeah.
There was a different vibe back then. I think there was more community and there was more like
My parents wasn't very happy with that because I had a lot of older men come to our house with their computers and I needed to help. But my parents wasn't happy with that
they were like, "What are you
At
what are you-
all.
what are you doing here?" Hello,
at all.
playing
At all.
Yannies or and they're like,
How,
"Hey,
how much older than you were they?
Yeah,
No,
like
old enough
buddies.
that they needed to shave and I didn't.
Oh my god!
Right, so and I mean it was all just clean. I was just offering IT support, but my parents was also like, this is yeah. Dude, we went to not my dad's boss, my dad's boss's house, right? The one day
Yeah.
I was like in high school already. We had to go and fix their computer. All the way from our house to their house, like a 15-minute drive. My dad was making me promise. He's like, luister vir my, jy breek nie hulle PC nie, jy doen niks. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm all windgat. I'm fixing PCs, dude. My dad is like, fucking, jy doen niks, you like, yeah, dude. I was a different level of confident as a kid, right? Because you understood all this stuff. So people's problems was my like, click, 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 done, right?
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
Ross
no,
is
my
here.
dad has
Ross
had to.
goes- Ross
reel
is
me
here.
in.
Honestly, this generation aren't clued up with the physical hardware. Like when we were kids, we had to dismantle and assemble machines. I remember this. Yeah, you had to like if there's an issue, there was no AI, there was no online source to fix it. You were like, okay, cool. I'm
Figure
taking
it
this
out the
thing
hard
apart.
way.
Google it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I
our
was
first
like,
PC,
look up a computer and
our first PC was actually a Commodore, right? But after the Commodore, we had a computer, which was a 286.
yeah.
And there was this Bart Simpson game that I could play on my 286, but this Bart Simpson game, the sound was just not loud enough, right?
Yeah.
On the internal PC speaker, right?
Yeah, it's a little
So-
terrible 8-bit.
I figured out, because we had a broken hooter in the garage, like,
Oh
a
my God.
hooter from a car. I figured out when you strip this hooter open that not the hooter side, but the other side that had like the little, the thing that makes like a trumpet, like it goes all
Yeah,
bigger and
yeah,
bigger.
yeah.
like
Yeah,
outside it. I figured out that this thing, that hole where the hooter goes and the speaker
That's insane.
kind of like fits.
No
Right, so
fucking
I opened
way.
up the
That's
computer.
insane.
So we still have one of those computers, the desktop, right? You click two buttons on the side and the thing opens up like
Oh,
a
the lift up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I take the little speaker out and I mount the speaker there. I can't remember how I glued it up, but anyway, this thing is just lying inside there, right? But those
Yeah.
old computers, when you switch it on, it made like that beep sound, like a beep, like when the
Yeah.
computer did a post. So, okay, obviously the beep is a little bit louder as well, right? Like a lot louder, but I mean it was louder. So my dad comes home this afternoon. Now my dad needs to sit and work on the computer. That thing peeps like beep, right? My dad like in this thing, and his first instinct before I could even explain. What did you think?
That's cock funny. California. Oh my God, I remember California games. There was also a Formula
California
One. There was a Formula One game I used to play that in like the Formula One game was awesome, dude.
Did California
I
Games
remember
have the half pipe, didn't it?
Yeah. They had the half pipe. There was the
Yeah.
BMX
Oh,
part
my
of California
word.
games. I remember there was a some kind of running game. I think I wasn't sure if that's part of California Games. But there was one like you'd have to run and do like high jump. There was a high jump game. I think there was a racing
Oh, I
one.
mean, I'm thinking of Circus Charlie now, but it's not Circus Charlie.
Yeah,
Circus
it's not
Charlie, you
so-
were riding on the little like a
yeah,
line or
but I
something.
think
Maybe like,
Fuck, I was
I
awesome.
think that came later on. Though.
dude,
Sure, bro,
surfing.
but
Those were the days, man.
I feel kind of old if you think about it to tell somebody that you were there before the internet existed. Like we witnessed the internet rise.
Yeah. They can't
Ah.
experience it now. It's just instant. You open up your phone.
Yeah, it's every-
Back then, it was
That's
like,
the one.
okay, mom, I'm gonna go on the internet.
Let's
Don't
drive.
you? If it rings, leave it. Don't answer
Yeah,
the phone.
don't answer
Yeah.
the phone. Don't make a phone call.
Then Telkom
And
brought
then she
out 7
forgets.
Rand call more. Remember when you had 7 Rand call more?
Oh,
you
yeah.
could stay online for the whole weekend.
Yeah, dude, that was the shit, dude.
Yo,
Call
yo,
more.
yo, yo.
Yeah,
Prince of
it was
Persia.
called Test Drive, 100%
Barry.
AJM. It was called, and I remember Prince of Persia.
Ken sent me. Remember that first password you had to give to open up the door? Ken sent me, and then the girl opened up the door for you.
Oh yes, dude, I remember that, and it was like you were just like, somebody told you because a friend of a friend told you actually see boobs somewhere in the game. You're like, what?
And
the
you have to
fuck?
tell your character like what? Take off pants. You got to type in like take off pants, wear prophylaxis or whatever, because that was like what the game called the condom.
Yeah,
You remember? Oh my
bro,
word, that was
old
funny.
school.
God, I remember Contra. I still love Contra.
Contra was good, dude. You could play Contra 2 players though.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
I used to,
remember.
Contra. You could play 2 players. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think I think we're spoiled for choice now, man.
I remember
like,
Sega. You like if the game glitched, you would take it out and go,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then stick it back in.
About
Fuck, I
15
remember
years ago, right? We bought TV games, like those old school TV games from like a flea
Yes.
market or something, right?
oh,
And it
heck
came
yeah.
with this thing that had like all the games, like you had like one cartridge, but it was
Oh
like
yeah, one cartridge with like
20,000
that.
That's right.
yeah, 950 games in
Now,
one, and then it was like
It's not the
yeah.
same quality as what those
No.
old consoles was from like the 90s, right? But be that as it may, me and Reese's sister was sitting in the lounge. You had to sit like right by the TV because the
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because
the
there were
cords
full
was long.
cables. Yeah.
right? Dude, we playing games, right? We played for maybe an hour and the thing burnt out.
What?
It's like one of these like Chinese specials that we
Oh,
got like the
shit.
market. The thing burnt out, dude. It was so sad. But it was fun though.
Richard-
it was like
Richard
reliving the
says-
90s, right?
Richard says, I still have my TV games and working, still playing today. Dude, that is amazing. Dude, yeah, Gavin, it's those. I remember the 32 in ones, but I think they're taking the piss when I remember when they started coming out the 914, 901.
It was just the levels. Like you could start at like level 500 or something and then carry on because the games couldn't save, remember?
Yeah.
Our video store, when you would buy like rent videos, our video
Yeah.
store was also renting out TV games.
I remember that. I remember.
Rent
But
TV
I
games
think
and then
our video store only got like I think they had the I remember there was like it was the Sega Saturn or something. It was the Sega console. You could either rent the Sega. They had 2 of the Segas and they had 2 of the PlayStation ones, and that's you could rent the console, and then you could rent it over the
wasn't
weekend, and it was
Sega,
dude, it was so tough.
What is the? It wasn't Sega. Was it?
Can I remember
remember
like you
before
would
Xbox.
rent it, and it came in like that bag,
Oh yeah, that special like that bag. and you-
special bag with Mr. Video on it, or like
Yeah, yeah.
open it up, plug it in, get rid. Oh, I remember that.
And you like play Friday night, Saturday, the whole
Yeah.
day, and then Sunday, and then like you like, okay, you got to go take it back now. You got to take it back Sunday evening. You're like, mother, you're just trying to get
Me and my
every
sister
hour.
rented a PS1 like that.
It
Like
was
way back
awesome,
in the
dude.
90s. My parents had
You
to
get
go
like-
somewhere. Me and my sister was home alone. And my grandmother was there, but she just cared about us bathing, eating, going
Yeah,
to bed at
yeah.
8, whatever.
Jack, look
But
at yet.
we went to the PlayStation.
No, you finished that plate. Here's another plate.
Yeah. But dude, these vintage, like I'm trying to think. I don't know what console it was. The one that we.
Oh, dude, Darkwing Ducks on the NES, bro. I remember you got like 2 games with it. I remember the one weekend, all we did was play games. Was it the Sega Mega Drive? I think it was that. It was the Sega Saturn. I remember there was 2. Both worked with discs. It was like PlayStation 1, and then there was another one where I can't remember what the console was. I think it was a Sega Saturn or something like that. I can't remember. You can buy an HDI TV game stick with wireless remote with all those Atari PS1. But that's the thing. I remember I was telling you like I think Ross had one. Ross, what is the console, little handheld console thing that you bought? You bought it a while
Like
back, and then I
before the
remember the
PlayStation,
missus-
the
No, no.
PSP, before the PSP.
No. It's like something now recently. What it is that you get all those old school. There we go.
Oh,
See,
those retro gaming ones. Yeah, isn't
Yes,
that the
those
one
retro-
that?
I was asking you about it about a month ago or 2 months ago because the missus wanted to buy one. She initially chatted to Ross because he bought one and he said it was quite awesome.
He says
But
he's
you
gonna go.
basically-
He's gonna go grab it quick. Hang on.
Like basically what you do is it's this retro gaming thing. It's like a little handheld, almost like a Game Boy. It's a little bit like a little small screen, and they've got Mario, everything, and then you basically download.
Those
you
things
get-
aren't expensive. There's just so many. I never know which one to take because I think
That's
it
the
would be a
thing,
fun
yeah.
little thing to have, right?
I did a little tour on that after chatting to you. I went into like Grok and I was going, listen, what is the thing? And it just took me, it upgraded me from 1 to 1. And eventually I got like, this is a thing, but it's about I think there is one which got quite a nice size screen and it plays up to PS1 and PS2 games. And I was going,
Oh
like,
yeah.
that's-
So those are the
that's
newer ones now. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you think about the hardware, though, is you can pretty much run up PS1, PS2 games, can maybe even some PS3 games can comfortably run on a Raspberry Pi these days. From like a compute perspective, a Miu Mini.
Yeah, that's the one. But then I found like an upgraded version of this, and
Mini
it kind of
Plus.
like, yeah, it's basically this. This is what it looks like. I'll show you. Share. It basically looks like this.
It's 2,000 rand device.
Yeah. It's like a retro.
Do you have the flip
wait,
one? Do you have the flip open one, Ross?
You've got the little like
Yes,
sort
that's
of
the
little
flip. The mini flip, yeah.
and it's just like you can play a ton of games on it. Apparently,
See, my
now-
first thing I'm going to want to see is does it have USB Type-C charging, or is it what? How does it charge?
so what did Ross say? It runs
Type-C
something
charger.
called Onion OS. There are so many of these devices. That's the thing. When I went and looked, it's like
It says it's a
just not stop.
USB-C, and his doesn't flip.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
My-
so it's
no,
got
mine,
USB.
mine isn't the flip. I've got mine.
I
in,
think they're going to be the
Well,
same
80
device. The one just flips and the other one doesn't.
89 Canadian dollars, and that's times by 10, so that would be $800. That's not bad. 800 rand
In
for a little
Canada,
watch.
yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
For us, it's 2,500 rand.
yeah, that's a bit steep. But I've seen them
Gavin?
cheaper.
Gavin was asking about Outrun. I remember Outrun, Gavin, but for some reason, I believe there's a new Outrun out now. I'm checking Steam quickly. I just don't know. You'll never capture what Outrun was like for us in the 90s, right?
What's
Playing on an arcade.
Why does that sound
You know-
so familiar? Outrun.
It's that car game. You would be like driving.
Ooh, yes. Okay, I know this.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, dude. I love this. This was amazing.
Right.
It's like the little Ferrari. It's got like, look at the colors, bro. So many colors, right?
And you would drive Outrun. You would drive like on the like in between the palm trees and whatever. All the 20. I'm sure there was a new one out. For some reason, I think there was a new one out, but it's 1986 arcade game.
Yeah, it's this,
Outrun.
yeah.
Insane.
I used to love this game. I mean, bro.
Just Terminator.
This is what we started on. This vibes.
Cheers, Terminator. Insane,
Cheers, Terminator.
right?
God.
Such
Just
a cool
made
game
it.
back then.
Just awesome, bro. Like,
And the sound was like that. Ding, 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 ding,
Oh, yeah.
ding. It wasn't even like
Wait,
a
let me-
nice car sound. Like 8-bit.
this is playing it on like a proper setup, though. Hey, this is the next level.
Now,
yeah.
funny enough, right? Did you see the guys playing Super Mario? That's even now to date still playing the Super Mario. Like to see who can like clock it the fastest. They still play it on the CRT TV because
What?
those games were optimized for CRT. So if you play
Oh.
those old games now on like because they bought the
flat
stuff,
panel.
you run the what do you call it, the ROMs on like a Raspberry Pi or something.
Yeah.
Yes, it works fine in digital, but there's a glitch that you could only exploit on the CRT TV
I remember this.
based on the frame reset, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
there's
heck yeah.
ways where you would jump onto, like in Super Mario, it had those little critters. You
Yeah,
could
yeah.
jump onto the critter. So the frame rendered that it was there. But if you capture it on like a high-speed camera, what your eye sees versus where the game really is two different things. And the frame
Oh,
isn't
okay.
there. And the guys is exploiting that to clock the game the fastest, to see who can like speed run those games. But you have to have a CRT for it. It doesn't work on LCD and the newer digital monitors and stuff, LED and whatever.
Games. The bike game was called Road Rash 3D.
Oh,
remember that as well,
Road
bro.
Rash.
I remember that.
Road Rash. Oh my word, dude. Yeah, the guy had the chain or something, isn't it? You would hit him with a chain or like a stick or something.
I think so. Road Rash 3D. Like a
I just
bike
searched for
game.
Road Rash. Road Rash was the.
I think it's this one. This is old school. I think so. Let me just see. Oh, it's like 3 hours. I don't remember this one. I can't remember. They called it speedruns. Full Throttle was also amazing as well. Moon Parole.
I remember Full
Patrol,
Throttle.
sorry. Yeah, dude. There was like just it was a different time, man. Like you remember this, and then you remember MTV, and like, you know, and they're going like it's kind of a cool vibe to come from, where you see like everything happen to the point where we are now, and it's like I think kids today, like they just, you know, everything is just at your fingertips. There was no nothing. You didn't
Did
struggle.
You see, oh my god!
just
I saw. You talk about this. I saw a clip of this chick. It was so disappointing.
What?
This young
What did she
girl, and she's like talking about. She goes, "Have you guys seen this band? It's actually a band, but they really make these preppy clothing." And she's talking about Nirvana, like the smiley face. She goes, "Yeah, they really make preppy clothing, and it's so great."
What's
and then she
preppy?
that's the whole thing. And then she
Yeah.
starts listening to the music, and she's like, "Yeah, I really don't like the music. It's not as preppy as their image." And you're like,
What?
"Bitch, like the fuck."
Just stop.
You
Yeah.
miss, like, where's your board? Where's your board off? Make a red off there for her.
Yeah.
Just
It's
for
not
her,
late.
yeah. Shit, I should have
Yeah.
saved it. Ah, it was such a.
Draftman
Yeah,
goes,
she
even
goes
Paul
and
was
it
at your
was
fingertips.
pretty.
That's true.
The thing is, though,
When
instant
MTV actually played
gratification,
music,
right?
it
The
is,
other
yeah.
day we spoke about Supernatural.
Yeah, yeah.
If you try and watch a series that comes from like the early 2000s now, it doesn't hit the same. You don't
Doesn't.
want to
No.
binge it.
No.
Those
It's like,
series weren't designed to be binged. They were designed
What-
to be watched a week apart.
yeah.
And move on, yeah.
It's different. Designed, you know what I mean? Produced or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Like,
you
yeah,
can't you can't
Yeah, yeah,
watch
yeah,
them
it's
because I think the shows were much longer back then,
Yeah.
and you know, I mean, look at Supernatural. It's what 15 seasons.
Yeah.
You
no, dude,
can't like just for a whole week because you're gonna be so sick of it. So you gotta still watch it the same way.
Mm.
Maybe watch one episode a day,
Yeah.
but you can't do it.
yeah, it's not designed to be binged
Yeah.
at the way we're doing it now. But again, it's to that point of instant gratification, though, right?
Yeah. We're
We're
and
used
this
to
is- I
that.
think- And this is sort of the downfall of like I think this is where we're having issues with shows and stuff where it's, you know, I saw weird. I mean, like, yeah, dude, it's getting too much where it's like instantly and like you, I don't know.
Yeah, but think about games we play, right? I mean, we've all played some mobile game on your phone, something that kills
Yeah.
time, right? Those
Mm.
games are designed to keep you there, and it takes you through that
Hi, Shantalu.
cycle almost. Good night, Shantalu. It takes you through that cycle of keeping you hooked in the game, giving you little in-game currency items, or you know, just watch this app, then you get 5 diamonds to unlock that thing.
It
The
keeps you on the
concept's
screen.
brilliant. Yeah, they that's the thing.
It is.
Interesting time.
Listen, boys and girls, are we gonna call it? We've been here quite some time. What are you guys gonna go play now? You guys are gonna play something?
Apex Legends.
Apex.
I wonder if-
Yeah.
Is it fun? Should I?
Oh my god, just get the game. Fucking play it. But you don't like playing with other people, so I don't know how you're gonna.
I mean, I don't mind playing with you guys. That's a
Yeah,
different
you
story.
say that, but then you're gonna
Is it
complain.
wait? Okay. Is it better than the sort of the sort of what's it?
Fortnite.
No. What's the other game where you're like, you know, Africa Burn fucking hippie shit that I've been playing?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay. Well, maybe I'll do that.
No one. You know what? Actually, I'm not gonna.
Thank
I'm
you.
not even going to fucking.
I was getting a bit worried that Darth was becoming a little soft.
I know,
No,
yes,
no,
because
He's
I
now
just-
got an Xbox and he's
it's-
streaming
Yeah.
and whatever. The board, you needed to dust off the board.
yeah,
Fuck,
bro.
it's
No
just,
board.
Just for the record, like I'm a gamer, so I'm gonna play anything, right? I don't mind Avatar.
I
I think
play
it's a nice
everything.
game. I enjoy it.
You don't have to
You
like
play it, and then you bitch and moan while you're playing it. Here's a simple thing.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if
yeah.
you've tried this. Just put the controller down and don't play it.
No. I still want to play it, but I can bet
Yeah,
you
but
someone
try
on
and then
online.
stop crying.
While playing it.
Like,
Like, I
what-
just find
what
that to be
the-
so stupid.
Dude, that's why I created a YouTube channel so that I can complain about complaining.
What's your tongue in my ear, Gary?
Boys and girls, when are you guys streaming? Darth Shaun, you'll be streaming tomorrow night at
Yeah.
7.
It's. I was gonna ask this now. I can do 7 or 7:30. If you guys want to, then we can do the streaming thing. If you want to do, because we can stream Phasmophobia tomorrow night and Wednesday. I can stream 2 nights a week. It's not an issue for me.
Yeah, I mean, let's check. I'll watch the socials. Let's say that. Join the Discords. Follow us on Instagram, wherever we post our things.
Links in the description below for Whistler and for Darth Shaun. And also go to my hit the Discord, my Discord. They post everything there as well. So get it done.
Do it.
7 or 7:30.
Do it.
Either of them do. Yeah. Mork likes to bitch and moan. That's part of his charm. Exactly. See, AJM gets me. Thank you, AJM. You get me, son. And moan. Yeah.
But I think he meant moan differently, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Moan about stuff. And then yes, Darth Shaun will be on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 7 or 7:30. He'll be maybe
7 or 7:30, one of the two.
And what are you guys going to do? Either Phasma, and then you're doing the Mound on Wednesday. Whistler's going to be jamming the Mound.
We'll see.
Something.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll
figure it out.
We'll figure something out. You won't be disappointed. How about that? You won't be disappointed.
I'm never disappointed.
We're not
talking to you, Mork.
Yeah.
We're talking to the chat.
Yeah. Everyone else that actually matters.
I'm part of the chat.
Talking to the people.
When you guys are doing. I mean, what are you fucking talking about? I'm allowed to.
No, we're not talking to you. We're talking to the people.
I don't care. Screw you guys. Awesome sauce. Thank you very, very much, Whistler, for joining us. It's always awesome having a chat with you, getting into. And I mean, next weekend, next Monday, we were going to catch the three of us on Renal Dog show. So catch us there. Also, want to say thank you to Renal Dog for sending the peeps, and you guys for hanging out and partaking. Much appreciated. And then I just wanted to double check. Just want to say thanks for the donos. Big up to Philip for the gifteds. Ghost Stomper for the 7-month membership, Philip for membership, and then Renal Dog for the dono. Much appreciated, kind sir. And then obviously we will be back here on Thursday night. I'm not sure what we're talking about. There's a bunch of stuff happening. I kind of want to talk about the Mamdani's his store. I've been looking into that. It's been annoying the crap out of me. So we're going to chat about that. And then
you see the drama in Spain? Spain is...
Yeah, we chatted about that when it was on Saturday morning, bro.
We did? Okay, cool. I could remember.
Yeah, we did kind of cover it.
I got a bit late, so I didn't see it, yeah.
Yeah, we did. We started and we chatting. I think we chatted about it a little bit, but there is... I want to see what's happening further, because apparently there's been rumors that everybody's left. I don't think so. I don't think people are just going, oh, well, we come here, now we're leaving on our own accord. Bullshit. So yeah, guys, chat, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You guys could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here. Thank you for hanging out with us. It was really awesome. Whistler, Darth Shaun, thank you so much. And we're going to see you guys not next week. We'll see you guys Thursday, 7:30. As always, we'll be back here. Thanks so much. Have an awesome weekend. Weekend. Fuck, my brain is just all over the place. Cheers, guys. Have a fun one. Bye.